Hear ye people of Israel, just as the Lord has promised, we have destroyed Jericho. We have knocked down its walls and killed all the people. And now we must take Ai. I need 2 people to volunteer to spy out that land. Who is among you that will do this?
I will go, John.
I'll go as well.
All right, then you 2 men spy out the land and come back and report.
Joshua sent the 2 spies to spy out the city of Ai. It wasn't very far away. And it didn't take them very long. All right, they've spied out the city of Ai, and they come back to report.
Joshua, the city is very small. We can easily take it with 3,000 men.
All right, gather your 3,000 men and go. And God be with you.
Joshua has commanded the people, the men of war, to go and take the city of Ai. They fought hard all day long, but they couldn't take the city. The men of Ai were too strong for them. They were surprised. After fighting all day long, they lost 36 men, and they came back very disappointed to tell Joshua.
Joshua, we were defeated. They chased us from the city, and they killed 36 of our men, and we had no strength to fight them.
Oh Lord God, what is this thing you have done? Why have you forsaken us?
Joshua is heartbroken. They've lost 36 of their men, and they've been badly defeated. He wonders why God has left them, because God promised that he would give them a victory over all their enemies. God speaks to Joshua. Joshua, stand up. The men have been defeated because I was not among them. I will not go with the people. There's sin in the camp. Someone has sinned and brought the cursed thing into the camp of Israel. I will not be among them until they get rid of the accursed thing. The accursed thing must be put away from among the people. Tell the people to sanctify themselves, keep themselves clean until tomorrow morning. And in the morning, tell them to gather before the Lord.
Hear all you people of Israel, come forward. Go home and come back in the morning, and you will hear what the Lord has said.
God commanded Joshua to tell the people to make themselves clean and come before him in the morning. and he would tell them what to do. Morning come.
All ye people, come out of your tents and hear what the Lord has commanded. Our men went out to fight, and they were defeated. We lost 36 brave soldiers in that battle. And the reason why? There's a sin in the camp. There's a curse upon us because someone has sinned. And we must cleanse our people, our camp, away from that sin. We must get rid of that curse. The Lord has told me that there is someone among you who has taken that which was not to be taken out of Jericho. The Lord has told me to call you all forth, tribe by tribe, house by house, household by household, and man by man, until we find him.
There's sin in the camp. Someone has sinned and taken of the accursed thing of Jericho. God commanded the people when they went into the city of Jericho that they were to take nothing out of the city, none of the gold or the silver or anything that belonged to the city of Jericho, because it was all cursed. But someone has taken something out of the city of Jericho and brought it home to the camp of Israel and put it with his own stuff. And when he did that, he brought a curse into the camp of Israel. And that's why God did not go with them, and that's why they were defeated by the men of Ai. Now, that man has to be found out. The man that has sinned has to be found, and God says he has to be destroyed, stoned with stones, and all that belongs to him. So Joshua has to find out who the man is. And God told him to call the tribes of Israel, all the 12 tribes before him. So he called the 12 tribes, and they're standing before the Lord. Then God told Joshua, it's the tribe of Judah. That's where the man is. He's in the tribe of Judah.
Tribe of Judah, you stand your ground. Everybody else, return to your tents.
All right. The tribe of Judah has been separated from the people. Now Joshua is told by God, out of the tribe of Judah, it's the house of the Zarites where the man is to be found.
I want the house of the Zarites to stand their ground. The rest of you may go back to your tents.
Now, he's separated out the family of the Zarites, but he still hasn't found the man. So he calls the houses, the heads of the houses of the Zarites, to come before him, man by man.
I need the houses of the Zarites to come forth, man by man.
The first head of the house has been passed.
What is your name?
Zabadiah is my name.
Stand aside.
Zabdi has been chosen. It's the house of Zabdi that the man belongs to. Everyone that's in the house of Zabdi, stay where you are. Everyone else goes back to your tents. Now he has to call the household of the house of Zabdi, man by man.
I need the head of the household of the house of Zabdi to come forth man by man. No, you're not the one. No, you're not the one.
He still hasn't found the man.
You're not the one either. You. What is your name?
My name is Achan. I have sinned. When we marched into the city of Jericho and we were killing the people as you had commanded us, I went into a house. And in that house was a beautiful robe, and it was draped over a chair. And it was an expensive robe, and I wanted it. And it fit me just right, and so I took it. And also in that house was a wedge of gold and 200 shekels of silver. And so I took them. And when we left, I took them and I buried them under my tent in the ground.
Stand over here.
The man has been found. His name is Achan. He's confessed his sin. He took a wedge of gold and 200 pieces of silver from the city of Jericho and a beautiful Babylonish garment. He took them home and he hid them in his tent under the earth. And Joshua has discovered the man. Joshua commands his servants to go and get the stuff out of the tent.
I need you two men to go into his tent and find the stuff that he has hidden. Bring it back here when you find it.
A beautiful Babylonish garment that Achan took from the city of Jericho. And a gold wedge, a big piece of gold. and 200 pieces of silver. There's the things that Achan stole from the city of Jericho. God says they were cursed, and he told them not to take it. But Achan stole them and brought them back amidst the camp of Israel. When he did that, he brought a curse into the camp of Israel, and God could not be with them. God tells Joshua that the curse must be removed from the midst of the people. Achan and his family and all that belongs to Achan must be destroyed. Joshua commands the people to take Achan outside the city.
Take Achan and his family and this stuff away from me and out of the city and destroy it.
They take Achan outside the city, outside the camp of Israel. And they put this accursed thing with him. Achan can see what he took, and he'll die with the accursed thing in front of him. Now Joshua commands that all that belonged to Achan must be destroyed with him. His sons and his daughters must be stoned with him.
Go get the rest of Achan's family.
Now they're to be stoned to death. Joshua commands the people to come out of the camp and stone them with stones.
All right, all the Israelites, now we must stone this man and his family to death.
All the animals that belong to Achan must be destroyed with them. Achan has one goat. The goat is led back where Achan and his family have died. The goat is killed and put with the pile of things. Now all the household belongings of Achan have to be destroyed as well. Joshua commands the people to go and get all the belongings of Achan.
Is there anything else that's left? Go get the stuff that's in the tent.
All his clothes and all his family's clothes and his food, a sack of grain, everything in his tent was taken out and put with the pile. Now even his tent has to be destroyed.
Go get the tent, and must burn it also with his curse.
Everything of Achan's has been put in a pile, and it must be destroyed. God commands Joshua to burn everything that belonged to Achan.
All right, now light a fire and burn it all, so that there will be nothing left to remember this curse.
They built a fire around the pile, and pretty soon the fire consumed everything, and it was all turned to ashes. Now God said to Joshua, pile a big pile of stones over top of the ashes, so that the people will always be able to see what happened in the valley of Achor. A great heap of stones was piled on top of the ashes where everything was burnt. And so it was that the accursed thing was taken away from the midst of the people of Israel. Now God was pleased to dwell among them again, because they had got rid of the accursed thing.